BassResinator here. I have a really cool mold. You can't tell what it is because I got it inside out, but it's very detailed. And I have this paper here because this is one of those molds that sticks on silicone, so I want to have it sticking down. But I've got it inside out so that I can color it. Now there's parts of a tree going right through here, here, and then down in there. Eyes are right here, nose is here. So I've got all kinds of colors. Okay, so I've got Let's Resin white mica powder that I'm going to be using to dust. I've got this fire maple type of color, and that's going to be the wood. And then for the eyes and the nose, I'm going to use this raven, which is black. Now this raven is from Resin Rockers. Really intense. And then I'm going to highlight a couple areas with Vegas dust. Well, I've got some colors going on here. Look at that. And then I'm going to mix up Asphalt Magic in the resin for the body. Let's get after this now. Okay, so this one is the dark one. That is going to be for the eyes and the nose. And I will probably have to go over this again with UV resin on the outside just to really bring them out. Did I say what this is? This is a koala bear hugging on a tree. Kissing. Sorry, that's a stupid little taunt that went around in elementary days. If two people were seen too close to each other for too long, never happened to me, but I remember saying it. Okay, there's the black. And that's it with the black. Put the lid on so I do not spill this. Do not want to spill that. Tree next. Tree. Tree it is. Okay, let me get the resin mixed up and I'll come back. Since I've never used this mold before, I had no idea how much it holds, so I mixed up 11 ounces. Don't think it's going to hold that much, but I have another mold over here just in case. But this one is leany. I'll have to put something to hold it up. Okay, so down into the tree branch we go. I mixed that Asphalt Magic, and then I put 2 scoops of it and then half a scoop of that gold in. I thought that would add a nice touch to the color of the koala. Yeah, I was trying to do a play on words with koala, but not much that rhymes with koala, unless you mispronounce it. And you're looking for some payola with a koala. No, you see, that doesn't work. But this Asphalt Magic is such a pretty, luscious color. Okay, now let me whoop, get that drip. Make sure there's nothing down in there. The rest of it's pretty rounded, so it shouldn't have that much of an issue. No issue, because I have a tissue. Oh, ho, 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 ho. Yes. Mr. Watkins make funny. Now, I don't know if I have enough for this whole thing or not, but I'll try. This is one of those Easter Island heads. I've made one before. They're really kind of cool looking. This one is a cartoonish take on those heads. But I just need to make sure his eyebrows and his schnoz and his chin. Yeah, that chin had a zit in it. Did you see that bubble come up? There was a bubble right here. Okay, stick over here to hold that mold up. Here we are. Hey, I may have enough to do the whole thing. That'd be nice. I'm using Bondcrafter 1:1. Now this may be too deep for this, and it may flash, but hope I don't have a problem with it. Oh, I still have a little bit left. What is this? Okay, well, I've used this a couple of times. I'll come back to it and see if I have enough to put in to this ammonite. It's definitely a pretty color. Yeah, I've got plenty for this. That Asphalt Magic is kind of a dark silver, and then with that gold sparkle in there. Wow. And I still have... What kind of fool? Do I have enough for a little mini frog? Even though it's a matte frog. I think a matte frog will be okay, because with the shininess of this mica stuff, it may compensate for the matte finish. I didn't put any eyes in him, though. Because his name isn't Ike. Oh, Mr. Watkins going back into American history. I like Ike. If anybody remembers that presidential slogan. If you do, you're old or you were a history buff. Look at that, I still got a little bit more. Chim chimney, chim chimney, chim chim chiree. Man, the color on that is just, and this, I mean, it's really pretty. My dog is sitting over here looking at me like, hey, it's time to go for a walk. What is your problem? Don't you understand? I need to go for a walk. And I say, I know you need to go for a walk. Wow, this. Goodness. Whoo. Okay, well, I will pack up all my stuff and I'll leave it, and we'll come back to this when it's time to unmold them. Okay, we'll see ya. Okay, everything's cured up. I got the little Easter Island man out. Looked pretty cool. I'm gonna have to go around a little bit and file that down because it's kind of sharp. But I got the ammonite out. Look at that. And the little frog, which is a matte frog, which doesn't matter. It doesn't matter because of the sparklies that are in here. And I put some UV. I did UV on the eyes. I put a black center and then some clear around the edge. So he's got eyes. But now, why we're all here. I want to see the koala. I wonder if koalas drink cola. Because that sort of rhymes. Or if they... Hey, okay, anybody down under, do you have a type of... I was going to say refresco. That's the way you say it in Spanish. Soda called koala cola or cola koala. That would be kind of cool. If you don't, somebody ought to invent. Doom. Okay, there's his back. Look at that. You can see the branch he's hanging on. Oh, man. How cool is this? I want to go over his nose with a little bit of clear UV. And his eyes so that they're like shiny, shiny. But that's so cool. Oh, I thought that was branch down there, and I didn't go far enough over on this to get the branch, but that's okay. That's just his belly. So cute. Okay, now. Okay, let me get out some UV resin and come back to you. Just a second. Okay, I've got just a little dab of UV resin right here. Get right on the eye and bring it out to make it look more lifelike, because it gets that real glossy finish. You know, I'm gonna wait on that. Put that over on this side so the UV light doesn't get it. And put that on, because I don't want to get one eye done and then start working on the other one at the same time without having it cured, and then have a a little waterfall effect, make it look like it's crying. No, we shall not have that. Okay, I'll come back to you in just a little bit. Okay, all done. What you didn't see is me do the other eye and his nose. But look at that. Isn't that the cutest thing? Cleaning up where... There we go. Wow. This guy really makes me laugh. He's got this, I would say stoic, but maybe stonic look. I already filed around the bottom on this guy. Have to do that done on this koala as well. Okay, if you are a subscriber, thank you so much for subscribing. If you are not and you would like to be, it's very simple to do. Just go down to the bottom of this page and click the subscribe button. While you're there, click the little bell icon, and that will notify you anytime I do something new, because that bell is the notification icon. This channel does have memberships. If you're interested in supporting the channel that way, just click on the button that says join. But anyway, thank you so much for being here. Hope you enjoyed watching this little creature come to life. Oh, he's cute. And now I'll be able to weigh this guy and figure out exactly how much resin is needed, so I don't have to make a huge amount of extras. Anyway, I'll get some pictures of this guy out in the sun because it's nice and sunny today. And we'll see you for the next one. Bye.